So it feels like just yesterday that we were talking about these characters.
Because we were.
But the final batch of level 70 Awakenings is here. We have the level 70 Awakening and reworks for Shadow and Hope and their EX debuts, as well as the level 70 Awakening for Lightning and all of their respective EX pluses. So let's just hop right in. We got 3 characters to go over, and quick disclaimer at the beginning of the video that I'm going to get out of the way right now. I will be showing off the lovely infographics done by the Tonberry Troop in these videos. They are a wonderful group of people. If you are not following them on any of their platforms on social media, the ones I know of are the Facebook and the Reddit. If you're not following them, make sure you give them a glance over. Make sure you give them a look. They are wonderful people. They are great people. They help out the community a ton, and they have such wonderful infographics that can be used to help better your experience for the game with an in-depth analysis of the character. I don't know how to make it look like scrolly just yet, so I'll be cutting it in half and displaying one image for a bit, and then displaying the other half of the image for a bit. They won't be on the screen for the entirety of while I'm talking about the characters, so if you do need to pause to look at something specific, by all means go ahead and do so. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop right in. We're going to be starting off with the ninja himself, Shadow. Shadow gets some rightfully powerful upgrades. He gets a double executing HP attack on his second skill, Wild Throw. Shadow Stealth now gets 2 Brave Raises followed by some Brave Hits for some single target damage. His EX is a 5-hit single target HP attack that gives him access to Interceptor. And Interceptor will actually come out and attack with a 4-hit single target HP attack after every single time Shadow uses one of his skills, which he has a lot, 21 of them. 12 on Wild Throw and 9 on Shadow Stealth. And every time he evades an attack, which he actually gets access to a 70% evasion rate, everything considered. His EX plus is standard fare for the most part. It gets him access to his buffs at the beginning of the quest, raises his stats, gets him more attack potencies, and adds 50% splash damage on his EX ability. All of this is some pretty nice upgrades. He gets a good HP attack plus. Shadow gets a very, very hefty handful of pretty good upgrades to make him usable for the Chaos era. Is he important though, however? So what Shadow did get is, like I said, a bunch of really good upgrades. The longevity this man has is actually through the roof, and with a lot of multiple hitting HP attacks through Interceptor and his second skill, he can actually rack up damage quickly. Though the potencies on most of his stuff is a little low, it is nice. Though, however, that his EX completely ignores defense, and he's able to do a lot of great damage with that one specifically. He does have, he does have the normal cons, like if they resist any of what he does, like the physical stuff. Then you're obviously not going to bring him. Those are the usual stuff. But the only thing that Shadow does have, that Shadow does lack, is party utility. He's very good with damage. He gets out the way. He's very good for himself, but he's not really doing much for the party in general. He is literally a dime a dozen DPS unit that works and functions practically all on his own. He gets some rightfully powerful upgrades, but because of this alone, I don't believe Shadow is important for the Chaos era. But he will fulfill the damage role just perfectly fine for you if you do choose to build him up. I do recommend 3 out of 3 to take advantage out of everything that he does offer. Next, moving on to Hope, the little small boy that no one cared about for the longest of times, who actually has probably one of the most powerful reworks to be in existence. Both of his skills have low action delay, and his first skill actually does not take up a turn count. He gets access to a physical and magical damage resistance, as well as a 60% brave damage cut, which is really nice. He has a lot of great party utility and auras, being one of the biggest one is 70% attack up, which is really, really good for someone like Hope, who is more of a defensive support. But, hey, we'll take it. His EX is pretty neat. I don't remember how many times he hits. The number is escaping my head. You'll be able to see it on the infographic when it does pop up, but it also gives him access to a new stacking buff mechanic, which this is actually built into his rework, but he'll actually gain more stacks of this as you're applying buffs and everything, which everything in his kit does. The more buffs that you have, the more stacks that it has, and the more stacks that it has, the more the attack and overflow actually gets increased to the party. His EX Plus allows him to pretty much hit harder and do more damage. The biggest notable change that's outside of the norm is actually his 0 out of 3, which gives him access to a new HP Attack Plus and Brave Attack Plus. The HP Attack Plus being called Retribution's Blast, which is a 4-hit single target HP attack with 120% overflow, that if breaking or attacking a broken target will actually apply a 40% debuff. Defense down debuff. So, Hope, our boy Hope, like, come on, like, look at all this stuff. Like, Hope went from literal 0 to absolute hero. And honestly, with a defense down, attack up, max brave up, physical damage, magic damage, brave damage cut, like, this boy he's absolutely insane. And I'm gonna be honest, as a support character, I do firmly believe that Hope is important for Chaos Era. I do think this character is worth it to pull for and worth it to build up. Everything that he does offer to the team is very good. A lot of it is common, and we'll find in a lot of other supports, but the fact that he just mashes everything together is really good, and he has some pretty decent offensive capabilities on his own, thanks to the addition of a new HP Attack Plus and a EX that does hit relatively hard. I am thoroughly impressed with Hope's rework. If only some other characters actually got some good reworks. Look at you, Gilgamesh. But anyway, I do firmly believe that Hope is important for Chaos Era. He is a top-notch and top-tier support, and I firmly believe that. Now, moving on to practically the main meat of the banner. I'm sure everyone saw this coming. Lightning's EX Plus is stacked. Like, it's dumb how much is actually in this EX Plus, and let's go ahead and go over it. So, with everything considered, Lightning actually gets access to her buffs at the beginning of the quest, some stats increases, some potency increases. Her EX will actually re-break the target. It will apply a Thunder Imperil on the first HP attack, so the HP hits following will actually have increased damage. She will now get 20% Brave increase, Brave battery per based off the damage dealt on each of the hits, as well as updating her HP Attack Plus and Brave Attack Plus per their Commando and Ravager forms, which get some rightfully powerful upgrades, doing much more damage and having a much higher Brave regen built into both. Commando does more damage, but Ravager does more of the Brave battery. Could be mixing with the two, but hey. And for the 3 out of 3, it has the Garland effect, where it starts out as a 2-hit, followed by a 3-hit, followed by a 4-hit. So with all of this together, on top of a C65, that can actually cancel the break status. Oh, I forgot the most important part too. Listen to this shit. So the EX will actually start out 80% filled, and she'll have a free turn where it does not take up a turn count or have any action delay. It is a free skill usage, and you can immediately go into the EX next turn because it's 80% filled, and Lightning will automatically take a turn next turn because 1, she's breaking, 2, she's going again regardless thanks to her EX ability, and 3, it's Lightning. This EX Plus is stacked. Like, it is ridiculous how much is in this EX Plus, and Lightning becomes a character that is capable of actually soloing chaoses. If you don't believe me, type into your YouTube search after you're done with this video and just type in Lightning Chaos Solo and you'll see those videos. They're all over the place. The woman is absolutely insane, pure insanity, and what makes it even better is that she gets a burst in LD in the future. So not only does she last practically an entirety of the late chaos, she is even usable in the Lufenia era when that starts up, because she's one of the first few bursts and LDs of that era specifically. Lightning is just an absolute powerhouse of a character, and 100% is important for the Chaos era. She is self-sufficient. She is a self-sufficient DPS unit and excels in a lot of things, and delay and damage is one thing. Definitely worth it to invest your gems and tickets into this character. It really does pay me to give Lightning this much praise. but it is what it is. I have to talk about the character as she is because Lightning is really good for the Chaos Era. Definitely pick her up. 3 out of 3. This woman, she's phenomenal. Definitely worth it. Now, before we close out the video, there were 2 other banners that actually went live with this banner coming out as well, which we'll actually take a look at real quick. So this is the first banner. This one came out with the spring event. It's the one that does have the free multi. If you did miss out on either of these characters and they are favorites of yours, that is the only reason why I would consider pulling. But even then, you could just hopefully bank on the free multis because we should be getting multiples of these. But that's pretty much the only reason why I would consider pulling on this banner. Both Lilith and Yuffie are still pretty good characters, but they're heavily outclassed from the current cast that we currently have. So it's you could safely pass on this banner if you aren't really interested. Just do your free multis and just call it a day from there. This banner, though, however, don't fucking touch this. No. Like, don't even think about this. Yes, Waka does get his EX debut, but no. Don't even look at this banner. I don't even know why they didn't think to give this banner a free multi either, because no one's going to touch this. Don't touch this banner. Waka has a much better time to pull for when he gets his EX plus literally this month on the Ultimate Diabolos trials. Cyan will be coming soon. I think it's like next month or the month following, but he'll be relatively soon, and he'll be getting his levels. He will be getting his rework at that time. But don't pull for these characters now. Do not touch this banner. No. It's not worth it. This will practically be you if you touch this banner and waste your gems and tickets. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you had any luck pulling for these 3 characters, as these are pretty much the main ones that you want to be pulling on right now. If you are a fan of any of these characters, this is a phenomenal banner to be pulling on. Shadow is unfortunately the most lackluster of the 3, but he is still a rightfully powerful character in his own right and brings a good amount of stuff to the DPS table. Just unfortunately just doesn't do enough of anything else. And both Hope and Lightning are phenomenal characters who got phenomenal upgrades. Lightning almost to the point where she just got an additional rework because the EX Plus is absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for me on this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.